this is, someone said wild carrot. Other species. There's a lot of prickly stuff going on right now. Oh, and a few people were commenting on the thistles, which I'm not stopping for today because it's not thistle season, but spring is thistle season, and the roots are edible, and the very young shoots, if you snip off the spiky tips, is a pretty good vegetable. Yeah, but we're way past thistle season. Okay.
Yeah, there's probably about 10 different species of this thistle, and what you see there, the round ones,
the purple
back
ones?
here is called the globe thistle.
Yeah.
It's the last in the series of ones that are in growing up ripe. But you can see right across here, Leah was talking about, you can see the milk thistle out there, the ones that are really tall. And those are also called the holy thistle. Yeah, which has a story behind it, going back to the Virgin Mary and all. But anyway, so you end up with the kinds of things with various stories for all these different things, including the thorns, maybe the thorns upon Jesus' head. But that's something that is local.
There's no shortage of thorns to work with here. Okay.
It was the curse that was upon the earth because Adam and Eve sinned.
So here I am with this wild carrot, also called Queen Anne's lace, although that's usually a different species of Daucus. And this plant has multiple edible parts. The root does taste carrot-like. It's usually a little tougher and more fibrous. Not bad though if you grate it up, chop it up really finely, and add it to some rice or put it into a carrot bread or something, again kind of getting around the texture factor. The leaves, which at this point are pretty dried up, but look, if you've ever bought carrots with the leaves still on them, and they're that lacy foliage, which is typical, and if you crush them, they do have a carroty kind of smell. Right. Which is part of your ID. I'm very big on scratch and sniff foraging, so use your nose, okay? In here, the whole plant, if I crush any part of it, is going to have that carroty smell to it. All right, these sort of, they've been described as bird's nest seed heads that close up on themselves. Sometimes, but not always, this one is shriveled up already, there will be a single dark purple floret in the middle of the lacy, when it's younger, white flower, and that's a good sign for you. What you really want to pay attention to right now is the hairs. See those hairs right there on the stalk? They're plainly visible. Okay, so there is another plant in the same plant family. It does grow here in the forest. It does also have white lacy umbel flowers. It also has the lacy green leaves, and that is poison hemlock. All right, this is the plant that killed Socrates. All right, so you don't want to mess with that one. It has a therapeutic index of about this. Okay, so you don't want to mess with that one. Your big tip-off, I mean, after a while you get familiar with this one, you can't really mix them up, but if you're new to these plants, don't mess around with it. Look for the hairs. All right, hemlock is completely smooth. Hemlock will sometimes have purple spots, sometimes not, but the big, easy to figure out thing is it hairy or not? The hairy one is safe, the not hairy one is dangerous.
It doesn't smell like carrots.
And it doesn't smell like carrots. So the way I was taught to remember this, because its other name is Queen Anne's lace, because again, stories and stories, supposedly she was making lace and she pricked her finger and a single drop of blood fell into the middle of the lace, and that's the one purple floret in the middle. Okay. What I remember is that the queen has hairy legs. Okay. And this is a good mnemonic for this plant.
Historical?
I don't know if it's historical.